Here we go, the first snap of his college career. Clemson has it 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think that's an example of how the game speed is different than in practice, because in practice, you might not be going full speed. A lot of guys in shorts coming your way, so it's going to be a big key to see how he adjusts to have the speed really.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Well, as a coach, this is what keeps you up at night in the days leading up to this semifinal. You worry about the turnovers, and that's his first INT.
You're supposed to dwell on the positive, but you're exactly right. We don't know a coach out there that doesn't worry about what can go wrong, and this really shouldn't be a surprise. We knew they'd throw the kitchen sink at him defensively. Pressure, a lot of disguises and coverages. He's got a lot to wade through in this game.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's Fulton to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Sooners have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He will not be throwing to start out as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. When you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, came as a true freshman to lead this team. He's 3rd all-time in passing yards in school history, 2nd in touchdowns, twice an All-American, a Heisman finalist, all that stuff. Never missed a game in his college career, 53 starts, but now he sits and watches as his understudy for the last 4 years finally gets his shot in the leading role.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check. General West.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. The 30, 10. And this will be a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man on the crossing route. 16 yards, a first down. You know, you think back to what kind of parallels you can draw for what this young quarterback is trying to do, trying to lead a team to a national championship with so little experience. And the one name that I come back to, Cardell Jones at Ohio State back in the 2000s. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Elliott now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 50 seconds, come on. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Tonight.
Breeze now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Carrera. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Ready? You ready? Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Return. 57. Return.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Throwing now is Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Michael Thomas, who turned 26 in March, now the league's highest-paid wideout, signing a 5-year, $100 million extension in late July that will run through 2024.
He's the highest-paid non-quarterback ever, though we know as far as these things go, that could change quickly in the league, but still a huge contract with him and deserved. 125 catches last year, led the NFL, 5th highest total in league history. Not bad for a guy that when he played Little League football, he's one of the guys that, you know, the coach said, okay, who hasn't played yet? Because everyone has to play a minimum number of plays. That's what he was doing when he was in Little League football. Now he's one of the best receivers in the NFL.
Throwing again on second down. Breeze, that is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And Lutz puts this one through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. DeMario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Kamara now to return. Sheds another. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a toss, Kamara left side. Wiggles free. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Check pass, check back. Easy, opposite.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Go. Ready. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Waiting. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This man was a Saint for 3 years. It's Darren Sproles. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And he'll let it fly in the direction again. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st-and-goal situation. They'll run it with Camara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And now whistles and a flag. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. Blitz coming and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
They're running it.
Now Breeze, maybe a free play. This is caught. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
Hey, alert 3. Kill.
Here's Breeze. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick. This one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And the pressure gets to him again. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Ready? Waiting. Check 53. Here we go, D.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
95-56, 95-56.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on third down for this offense. Breeze now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 50. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Check, 47. Here we go.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And oh, coughed it up. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8. Here we go. Watch 9. Single.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunally for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Fighting through pressure. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, me and you all day. 12. I'm coming after you.
Now Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL.
And he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Here we go. Waiting. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long
Again, they'll run it. Again, it Sproles. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, it's Howard. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Breeze now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield, here's Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the return.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Sliding out of the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Barnett able to win the sack. They'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Breeze on the bootleg. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Out, 5-9.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Breeze going to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Camara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
First down, Saints.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady. Coming up to you. Hatch it, hatch it.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Come on, boy.
One final try now for Wentz. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen,
tell your daddy. Tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get